Underneath the cheerful visage of a clown, John Wayne Gacy hid a chilling secret. A secret that would make him one of America's most notorious serial killers. Born in Chicago in 1942, Gacy was the second of 3 children. His father, a World War I veteran, was a harsh disciplinarian who often belittled and physically abused his family. It was a dark and traumatic childhood that would form the foundations of Gacy's future atrocities. In the early 60s, Gacy moved to Waterloo, Iowa, where he married and had 2 children. He became a respected member of the community, even joining the local Jaycees. But behind closed doors, Gacy began to show his darker side. He was accused of sexually assaulting 2 teenage boys, and in 1968, he was convicted and sentenced to 10 years in prison. However, Gacy served only 18 months before being released on parole. He returned to Chicago, where he started a successful construction business. He also began performing at children's hospitals and charity events as Pogo the Clown, a character he created. But the facade of normalcy couldn't hide the monstrous reality. Gacy began his murder spree in the 70s. His victims were young boys and teenagers, most of whom were lured to his home with the promise of work or simply overpowered. Gacy would strangle his victims to death, then bury their bodies beneath his house. After 6 years of terror, the police finally caught up with Gacy in December of 1978. A search of his property revealed the horrific truth: the remains of 29 victims buried under his house and 4 more dumped in nearby rivers. Gacy's trial began in February of 1980. He attempted to plead insanity, but the jury wasn't convinced. Gacy was found guilty of 33 murders and sentenced to death. While on death row, Gacy took up painting, his artwork often featuring clowns. He died by lethal injection in May of 1994, taking his secrets to the grave. John Wayne Gacy's life serves as a haunting reminder of the evil that can lurk beneath a seemingly normal facade. A respected businessman, a community volunteer, a performing clown. Yet behind this mask was a man who committed unspeakable crimes. His story is a chilling testament to the darkest depths of human depravity, and it's one that will continue to haunt our collective memory for years to come.